Let's pull a tarot card for the week of September 22nd.
Do you hear that enthusiasm?
Do you know that today is the first day of fall?
What's the difference between fall and autumn?
Nothing? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. We are well informed.
Get our news from us. Get your news from us.
Get our news from us.
Can you give me my news?
We are your best source of our news.
So we've been talking a lot about like letting things go, things that we don't want even in our orbit, and becoming and living into the things that we actually want to be a part of. Well, now something that's come up over the weekend for me in particular, we are living in a world of strong messaging.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. You know where the strong messaging is coming from. There's a lot of propaganda for all kinds of things. I'm not just talking about political propaganda that is coming across in the form of axioms, just black and white statements. And I've been asking Lauren, I'm like, well, how the hell do we define ourselves in a way that is sharp and to the point instead of living in nuance? Now, not saying that nuance isn't important. Things can be complex sometimes, and that's beautiful. We're all a glass of wine just waiting to be sipped on. You know what I mean? But as for your day to day, you can't always appreciate all those nuances. You just got to go through it. And we all have to have a sense of solidarity for what we want to represent and what we represent as a community. Right. So I guess my question to the spirit puppies, is there a strategy for us to best move forward in a way that is clear and succinct and exactly what we need to hear? Almost like a mantra. What's our mantra? What's our mantra?
Oh, no. Is that the mantra for this week?
What's our mantra this week? And like, for as long as it serves us, but starting this week, right?
All right.
The deck has been cut. We're looking. Ah! Well, I've done it.
Let the record show he has pulled the devil card and then spilled the cards all over the table.
All right, guys. I pulled the baddest puppy of them all. And there's no bad card. There's no bad card.
No bad card.
When I think of like a mantra to get through the week, I don't think of this card. But here we are. And let's pull some meaning out of this baby. The thing I always note about this card, and we just consulted the good book, give credit where credit is due, Fearless Tarot by Dr. Elliot Adam. The thing I always notice about this card is that it looks like that they're bound to the devil, but those chains are loosey-goosey. You could slip those babies right off at any point. Another thing to note about the devil card is that the inverse of it is the lover's card, right? And that they are kind of a pair. The point in saying that is that why didn't we pull the lover's card? Because to really be your true self, you must integrate. In our last episode with Kim and her Spirit Plus guide, they called me out saying like, oh, we want Frank to become a whole person, right? Like instead of like being like partitioned and like, oh, in this capacity, I'm this, in this capacity, I'm this. And pulling a card like this is really telling us like, you don't become a full person by ignoring your shadow self. And even people who just are into Carl Jung and Jungian studies, it's integration of that shadow in a way where it's healthy and it works for you. So for example, like, you know, I kind of alluded to like the world being defined by weird politics right now. If that makes you angry, maybe there's what is your integration of that anger? Not ignoring it. If you ignore that anger, that's like just suppression of your emotions, and that's no way to be. So what we really need is integration of that anger in a way that is positive, that appeals to your higher self and your brighter self and the version of yourself that you want to be.
And it's also, I mean, I think Monty was talking about as well, like what is if you're angry, like what is reflecting back to you? And, you know, often that is our shadow, right? The thing that annoys you or bothers you the most is some kind of shadow within yourself.
The self-judgment are the chains that tie us to the devil, right? It's like, oh, we feel bad about ourselves now. Look at us. Look at how bad we're being.
Yeah.
When it's like, okay, no, like love and accept that part of yourself and make it work for you. Slip off that self-judgment. Slip it off. Doesn't feel good. It's itchy. What is this made out of? Some cheap ass wool?
Nobody wants to wear that.
Yuck. I feel like it's ants crawling all over. Get off me, man.
Ooh, itchy.
Yuck. Take it off. Say, you know what? I'm a little mad, and that's okay because it's okay to be a little mad in this environment, this day and age.
Yep.
So what are you going to do about it? Integrate, buddies. Integrate.
So what's our mantra? I will continue to be the best version of my whole self. Hold on to that all week, babies.
All week, babies.
We love you. Bye.